Last month, November 2024, marks 1 year since I've done a paid client photo shoot. Now, that wasn't intentional, I did not do it on purpose, but like a lot of things in life, it just kind of happened. Now, when I initially became a full-time photographer and I was balancing doing paid client work and this YouTube channel, whenever I was bogged down with client work, the YouTube channel would have to take the back seat. I didn't really have a choice. But last year, when the Sony a7CR was announced and then released, I knew that it could be a very pivotal point for my YouTube channel, since I had built my YouTube channel and grown this audience surrounding the original Sony a7C. So I doubled down on making videos about that camera and making the videos that I've always wanted to make and just sharing my love for photography. And in the process, I neglected my actual photography business and quit sharing as much client work online. So naturally, over time, I would get less and less inquiries about, photography jobs. And the clients that did reach out to me ended up being for video work rather than photography. Maybe that's a sign of where this industry is heading, but at the same time, it was nice not having all of that pressure on me to take photos for other people, and I could just focus on taking photos for myself. And it reminded me of a conversation I had many years ago when I was just starting out as a photographer and I was just starting to do photo shoots and working with models and whatnot. And I don't even remember who the conversation was with. And this was maybe back when I was charging $50, $60 for photo shoots, and I had no intention of making it a full-time job at the time. But they asked me if photography was something I was interested in doing as a career, if it was my long-term goal. And without much hesitation, or I had never really put a whole lot of thought into it, I told them I don't think so. I think I would prefer to keep photography as just a hobby, and I would like to do video work as a full-time job. So either way, I would still be working with cameras. And I think at the time, I didn't really know what kind of video work I wanted to do. Maybe I wanted to go into the film industry. Maybe I just wanted to make commercials. I wasn't really sure because I had no game plan. All I knew is that I loved taking photos, and that $50, $60 I was charging for photo shoots was just a little extra money on the side because I was already working another full-time job. So I had no game plan and I wasn't doing anything to achieve that goal. And that was maybe 7 or 8 years ago. And 7 or 8 years ago, I don't think I ever would have guessed that I would be here where I am today, where I don't consider myself to be a professional photographer, whether by technical standards I am or not. I look at myself as just a photographer who makes YouTube videos. Now, YouTube still isn't my only source of income, but based off the sheer amount of hours and work that I put into making these videos and trying to post every week, it has essentially become my full-time job. I still do the occasional video production job. I'm still technically a contracted photographer for North Carolina's tourism board. And on days where I'm not actively filming these YouTube videos, I am renting out my cameras and other equipment to people. And those things kind of act as a safety net because I know if tomorrow I decided I wanted to quit making YouTube videos, I have those things that I could fall back on. But nothing is as fulfilling as making videos for this YouTube channel. And I feel like I can fully enjoy taking photos again because there is no pressure. And I don't care about all of the people online that talk about YouTube photographers and how they're not actual photographers because all they do is talk about camera gear and they don't do actual professional photography client work. If you take a quick look at my YouTube channel, you will know that it is possible to do both. So you can make videos about camera gear and you can make videos about actually going out and shooting photos. So why would I do all of the paid professional client jobs like weddings or photographing families or doing corporate headshots when I hate doing all of that stuff and I don't have to anymore? And for the people watching this video that have been considering moving in a similar direction that I have a couple lessons that I've learned over the past couple years of making YouTube videos and doing professional client work that I wanted to share. And the first thing is that subscribers are just a number and they don't matter as much as you think they might, as long as you know how to monetize and market your videos. Don't make videos with the intention of going viral and getting the most amount of views in the shortest possible amount of time. Focus on making videos that are what some people describe as evergreen content. SEO-friendly and keyword-optimized titles that allow your videos to grow and continue to do well over time. Some of my top viewed videos on a monthly basis to this day are videos that I posted over 2 years ago. So that is the key to long-term growth. And early on, do not worry about becoming a YouTube partner so you can monetize and put ads on your videos. AdSense on YouTube is going to be one of the lowest revenue streams that you will have. So focus on doing affiliate marketing, so Amazon affiliates, so putting links to the gear you use in the description of your videos, and becoming affiliates with other companies that you enjoy their products. And create your own products, whether that's physical or digital, that you can sell to a consumer, so someone who might be watching your videos, and make sure those products are in some way beneficial to them. So those are some things you can start doing immediately as soon as you start your channel and start posting videos, rather than waiting until you reach a certain point. And the next lesson is, the more work you put in, the more growth you will see in the short term and the long term. This is the only job I've ever done where it feels like every single thing I do, so every video I make and upload, feels like I'm actually getting one step closer to that goal that I'm working toward. It's very rewarding being able to see your growth in real time and not having to wait, which means it's important to stay consistent and hold yourself accountable. Try and stay at least a week or two ahead, because you never know when something might happen one week, as life usually does, and it's very easy to fall behind. Making YouTube videos can be like a snowball effect, where once you can get that momentum going, it's super easy to get very far and accomplish a lot. But the minute you stop, it's very hard to reach that same momentum you had before without a lot of time and patience. And I think that's one of the reasons that a lot of people get burnt out so easily, so it's important to find a balance. And trust me, I've had a lot of those moments just this year alone, so I'm making my main goal in 2025 is to do better at navigating my way around these roadblocks. And the final lesson that I will share in this video is that not everything needs to be content. I hate that word, but it's true. It's easy to fall into that trap where if you're going out to shoot photos, then you need to find some way to film it, whether that's a YouTube video or something for Instagram. But that's a terrible, toxic mindset to have, and it's one that I've struggled with ever since I started this YouTube channel. It's so important to just get out and shoot, because that is how we grow as photographers. If you're not careful, constantly creating content around your photography can really stifle your creativity, because you always have this mental pressure to take the best photos that you can possibly take. But when in reality, we need to get out and take bad photos to improve. Now, I've made several videos this year alone about how I think all photographers should start YouTube channels, or how YouTube saved my photography career, so I don't want to repeat too much of the same things that I mentioned in those videos. So after you finish watching this video, I would recommend going and watching those videos as well. And I know shifting my focus away from doing paid client work and over to YouTube might not have been the safest or the smartest decision. But if there's one thing I've learned, especially over the past couple years, is just how important it is to follow your heart and just do what makes you happy. There's a Japanese philosophy term called Ikigai that when I discovered it, I became so fascinated, I studied all I could regarding this. The general idea of Ikigai is that if you can find that one thing in life that you love, that you're good at, that you can be paid for, and that the world needs, then you have found your Ikigai. And I know it's kind of a funny sounding word, but it goes a lot deeper than that. And I think I realized that photography alone, while it is my passion, it's where I find the most joy in life, it doesn't check all of those boxes. But when I combine it with making YouTube videos, it does. So for this current chapter in my life, photography and YouTube are my Ikigai. Photography is what I love and what I'm good at least I think so. And with YouTube, I can be paid, and through my videos, I can inspire other people to get out and take photos. And that's the positivity I can provide to the world that I think it needs. And I don't think I've ever enjoyed photography as much as I do right now, because thanks to YouTube, I have the freedom to take the photos that I actually want to take just by making videos about me taking the photos that I actually want to take. And it's so much fun because I'm just able to share my story in the process, which I think adds a lot to my photography. And my goal for 2025 is to double down on what I doubled down on this year and just get out and take the best photos and make the best videos that I can without overthinking it and just have fun. So thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe to help support the channel. And I hope I could inspire you guys to get out and take more photos. Go out and shoot.